Here in CSS Unit, you can see my IDE, which is my text editor, open on my right hand side, which is a Visual Studio Code, and on my left hand side is my document, which has been displayed on my Chrome browser, which I have typed inside the index.html. So now in CSS Unit, one of the most important units we use on CSS is the pixels, which is px. Pixels is one of the most important units which is commonly used in CSS. So we can go further from our text which we have typed previously. You can see the paragraph, which is P. You can see the paragraph. Now let's give the paragraph, let's give the font size. Usually when I select font size, you can see smaller, larger, or small. Let's just see medium. When you come here, we refresh. You will not see any changes for now, because on our Chrome browser the default text is 16 pixels. So we can go further. Let's just say our font size to be 32 pixels. So when I come to my browser and refresh, you can see that the text is now big, but let's make it 20 pixels. Come here and refresh again. You can see now our text is okay. Then we can go further and see the border. Now inside our paragraph, you can see the border. Let's make the border, let's make it 5 pixels. Let's say solid, let's say red. When we come to our browser here and refresh, you can see we made the border 5 pixels solid red. Oh, you can see 3 pixels solid red. Come to your browser here and refresh, you can see. You can go further also to add another features, which you can see the width. Let's make the width, let's say 50%. Come to your browser here and refresh, you can see that the width is 50% of the page. For instance, we should make it 80. When you come to your browser here and refresh, you can see your width covers 80% of your browser page, but let's leave it at 50%. Come to our browser here and refresh. Then inside our border, you can see, instead of solid, you can see dash. You can see dash red. When you come to your browser and refresh, you can see that it is now dash. So you can go further and add many options as you wish. Then you can go further. Remember, we have our H1 and H2 as text 1 and text 2. So we can go further and say header. And go further and say header. Then inside our header, we can give our header width, let's say to be 50%. When you come to your browser and refresh, you can see that there's no much changes. But when we make it 100%, come here to your browser and refresh, you can see still there's no much changes. So if you want it to be applied to the two headers, you can say H1, H2. So what we are trying to tell you is that apply it to H1 and also to H2. Then we can see color. We want our H1 text, which is text 1, and our H2 text to be, we want the color to be applied to it. So we can say color, then we'll say blue. So when we come to our browser and refresh, you can see our H1 and H2 is blue. For instance, we just say for H1 only, we say for H1 only. Come to our browser and refresh, you can see that it's only applied to H1. But when you want it to be applied to both, you can say H1, H2. come to your browser here and refresh. You can see it is now taking a form. You can also go further for our paragraph. Remember that CSS obeys the last command. For our paragraph, again, you can go further and see the font size, let's say 2 rem. When we come to our browser here and refresh, you can see the paragraph is large because, but remember we have a paragraph here, but CSS always obeys the last command in which you have given it. So we'll just be exiting this. Then we'll see the font family. You can see that there's the font family, the font weight, the font style, font display. Any other option you can choose. You can go further and explore more on this. You can see linear, helvetical, sans serif. Come here and refresh. You can see your text here. So you can go further and add as many commands as you wish here, so that you explore more on CSS. Next, we are going to the CSS colors. Thanks for watching this video. Kindly subscribe to this channel and most important, turn on the notification bell so that when I drop new videos, YouTube is going to notify you instantly. And if you have any question, you can go into the comment section and drop your question there, for I'll be there to reply you in just a while.